Is Rivian stock a good buy? In this video, I'll break down the latest news. We'll also take a look at the ratings within Tykr, and then I'll let you know if this is a stock I plan to buy, hold, or sell. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tepper, and I'm the founder and CEO of Tykr. If you're new to investing or want to get better at investing, rest assured you're in the right place. Here at Tykr, we help people buy and sell stocks with confidence. So let's go ahead and dive into the latest news. So the share price started to take off a little bit, just a little. The reason is the news is they're preparing to restart work at a factory in Georgia. And then on top of that, they're getting ready to release a few more models, including the R2, the R3, and the R3X. And those could go to market in early 2026. This is really interesting news. So they recently received a $1 billion equity investment from Volkswagen, which is part of a larger $5.8 billion technology joint venture. So it sounds like Volkswagen wants a little piece of Rivian. And then one last thing to point out is analyst ratings right now are kind of a mix between buy, hold, and sell. And that leads up to point 2 in this video, which is we're going to take a look at Rivian within Tykr. Before we do that, I always like to highlight this. We're going to be touching on the ratings in Tykr. And if you don't know this, our ratings and our calculations are open source for personal use. So if you'd like, you can go to tykr.com, then over to education, and then down to calculations. You can actually read the math that powers Tykr. And if you're interested for personal use, you can set things up in Excel. All right, let's dive into Tykr, and we're going to walk through what we call the 7. It's the 7 key steps to find a strong stock. And we're going to take a few minutes here just to give you context. But if you're interested, there's a tab titled the 7, which you can literally click on. That'll just save you time. You can also go to the stocks page, put a filter in place, and that'll also, we've got about 60,000 stocks in Tykr. That'll narrow down that list to a short list of the strongest stocks in the market. But let's go ahead. We'll start with the first step, which is the summary. Stocks in Tykr are either on sale, watch, or overpriced. When I was first creating Tykr in Excel around 2015 or 16, I was thinking of, hey, what's the easiest to understand rating system around the world? And I thought of the traffic lights. Everybody kind of gets the whole green, yellow, red methodology. So in Tykr, stocks are either green, gray, or red, on sale, watch, overpriced. So looking at this, we can see Rivian is overpriced, which is the majority of stocks in the market. How is that achieved? Well, you need a score, that's overall financial strength of a stock in this hexagon here. You need a score equal or greater than 50, and then you need a margin of safety equal or greater than 50%. So if you're at 50 on both or higher, then it's on sale. If it's only one is greater than 50, then it's watch. And then of course, below 50, then it's overpriced. So we can see right off the bat, those 3 steps: the summary, the score, the margin of safety. That's 3 points out of the 7. We don't get any points there. Let's keep going. In the middle, we have what's called the 4M confidence booster. There are a lot of people out there, I see this with some analysts on Wall Street as well, which is they only look at the math part. You should not be doing that. Thank you to Warren Buffett and Phil Town, who really coined the phrase 4M. He really emphasizes the fact you need to look at more than just the math. So check this out. We can see the score here is 46. We'll find out if that's good or bad. Click on boost confidence. And then you're going to see the screen. It breaks down the 4M. So the math part, that's the first M. Then the meaning, that's how the business makes money and how scalable the revenue streams are. Then you have the moat. That's how business compares to other companies in the same sector and industry. And then the management is the track record of the CEO. So doing this manually could take you hours, if not days. We reduce it to seconds. You can see that score right away. So what does that score mean? All right, so 80 to 100, you should have high confidence in the stock. 60 to 79 is moderate, and anything 59 or lower, low confidence. Unfortunately, let's click close. We can see this is at a 46. Pretty low confidence in the stock. So far we are 0 for 4. Scroll down. This is the 5th step, which is we look at the 5-year returns. Now we know past performance does not guarantee future results, but we like to invest in stocks that consistently beat the stock market. A nice number to remember is the S&P 500 typically returns about 80% over 5 years. We can see here, this is at negative 85%, not very good. So in this case, We're 0 for 5 on the 7. Let's keep going. Next up, we go to the financials page. This will give us a good idea of what's happening in the business. The key line, or the number one line to pay attention to, is that earnings per share, or EPS. And what that essentially means is net income divided by outstanding shares. And we can see here, this is not a profitable company. We can see, look at this, quarter over quarter, that EPS is negative. It seems to be moving in the right direction, which is a good sign. Let's take a closer look at the net income. Okay, check that out. Negative 1.4 billion, up to negative 1.1. Up to negative 743 million, up to 545. So good on Rivian. They're moving in the right direction. Maybe these new vehicles will give it a little boost. It's worth paying attention to. Let's go to revenue. Quarter over quarter, we saw a lot of declines, a big spike in December, and then a fall off again. So that's worth paying attention to. I mean, you go from 1.7 billion in one quarter down to 1.2. That's a pretty significant drop. So you saw the score, you got the free cash, a lot of negative quarters there. We did see a little spike in December, but still very negative. Go to the balance sheet. We want to see assets and equity increasing. We're actually seeing assets decrease, equity. Yeah, look at that. Equity is decreasing a lot. Liabilities and debts you want to see decreasing. We are seeing liabilities increase. That biggest liability would be payroll. And then debts, yeah, a lot of bank loans trying to keep this business moving. So just keep that in mind. If your debts in the business are increasing, that's not really where you want to be. All right, so that's really the first few steps there. That EPS, let's go back there, that line, we want to see this increase in quarter over quarter. We're going to see if we get any points there if we go to the 7 tab. But the last tab to take a look at is the earnings calendar. We want to see 3 quarters where they're beating, and we actually see only 2 here. You have your estimate. Every quarter, there's a bunch of analysts on Wall Street. They all, kind of do their own analysis, put their numbers together, and this is an estimate of where the EPS could end up at. So negative 77, and it was reported at negative 41, which is great. I mean, they beat it by 46%. Prior to that, it was 24%, but they did miss. We see a negative 7 here. So if we go to the 7 tab, let's click this. I think we're probably going to get a 0 or 1. 1. We did get 1. That EPS is actually increasing. Not a profitable company yet, but it is worth paying attention to. So is this a stock I plan to buy, hold, or sell? At this point, I'm going to do this. I'm going to add this to my watch list just to keep an eye on it. Maybe those newer vehicles are going to give it a positive boost if they're especially lower cost vehicles than some of their first few. That's going to make it more competitive to a lot of these other EVs that are coming out. That could be, like $20,000, $25,000, $30,000. I see some of the price tags. I'm like, really? All right. I mean, they're going to take market share away from players like Rivian and Tesla. But anyway, I do not plan on buying this stock. Again, I'm probably going to keep it on my watch list, keep an eye on Rivian. I think they have some cool looking vehicles, but there are a lot of competitors in the market, and it's going to be a lot of work to really get this, if you go back to that rating page, to get this stock to a point where that's a higher score, higher margin of safety, higher 4M. You start to see those numbers increase, this share price could really take off. All right, I hope this video was helpful. If you want to buy and sell stocks on your own with confidence and see my portfolio, you can actually join Tykr for free. And of course, do not buy and sell stocks based solely on what you hear. Only buy and sell stocks that align with your own personal financial goals. Thanks for checking out this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.